My old review of Lowdown in Highport was the second video I posted on YouTube. Normally, when I do a Redux video, I usually delete the previous version. However, since this review was one of my first few videos, I will not do so in this case. This way people can have a laugh at how cringy my voice was, and probably still is. In the A-Series modules, the objective of the player characters is to destroy and eradicate the slavers' operations. In my videos on the A-Series modules, I skirted around mentioning slavery as an institution. This was due to the dark and macabre nature of slavery. Looking back, I should have not done so. No matter what form it takes, slavery is always wrong and evil. So, I better move on before I draw analogies of it in our own modern day and age. Hello, and greetings to all you fans of Dungeons & Dragons. In this video, I will be reviewing and discussing the Dungeons & Dragons adventure Lowdown in Highport, which was written by Thomas M. Reed and published in Dungeon Magazine issue number 221 in 2013, which unfortunately happens to be the last issue, for now, of Dungeon Magazine. Hopefully it will come back in the future. This adventure was meant for player characters between the levels of 3 to 5. This adventure was written for AD&D First Edition rules. I would also include Second Edition as well. However, there is an appendix for converting it to 4th Edition rules. Given that this is a relatively low-level adventure, I do not think it will be too much trouble for the Dungeon Master to convert it to 5th Edition rules. Before I can discuss this adventure, I will first need to explain what came before. The classic A-Series modules, also known as the Slave Lords modules, were published by TSR in the early 80s. In June of 2013, Wizards of the Coast released Against the Slave Lords, which compiled the 4 A-Series modules altogether. Not only did this volume include the entire A1 through A4 series of the modules, but also has an additional prequel module entitled A0 Danger at Dark Shelf Quarry. As a side note, in 1986, TSR released an earlier compilation of the A1 to A4 modules titled Scourge of the Slave Lords. This compilation assumes the player characters are based in the village of Hamlet and have completed the Temple of Elemental Evil modules, also known as a T-Series, or some other adventures that has gotten the player characters to levels 4th through 7th. The Lowdown in Highport adventure serves as a segue between A0 Danger at Dark Shelf Quarry and A1 Slave Pits of the Undercity. Module A1 was meant for character levels 4 to 7. However, the players are unlikely to reach those levels after completing Module A0 Danger at Dark Shelf Quarry. Hence, the Lowdown in Highport adventure was created for the purpose of bridging that level gap. However, I think a few more side adventures are needed in order for the player characters to gain enough experience points to bring them to levels 4 through 7. This adventure takes place in the fantasy world of Greyhawk, specifically at the outskirts of the nefarious city of Highport within the Orcish kingdom of Pamarj. The Woolly Bay lies north of the city, and its western part is known as the Wild Coast, which I'll refer to later. Highport was once a human city before being razed and conquered by orcs, ogres, gnolls, and other goblinoid creatures. There are still humans in the city, but these are the unsavory types. The adventure does not take place within Highport. Hence, the adventure does not provide any details or maps of Highport. Players do not like to be railroaded, Hence, it is a good idea for the Dungeon Master to develop some adventures and maps that take place in Highport. The player characters will meet an NPC named Mikaro Velestein. He is described as a middle-aged, stout, human male cleric. Mikaro abhors slavery. He has tried dismantling slavery rings in numerous locations all along the Wild Coast for many years with varying degrees of success. The adventure's plot hook is Mikaro is looking for a group of adventurers willing to find and clear out a subterranean route connecting the sea caves along the coast to the sewers beneath Highport. He hopes to use such a passage as an escape route for his freed slaves. Now, why would the player characters go to Highport? Why would they seek out Mikaro? The DM will need to flesh these questions out. The adventure answers those questions in the following manner. The characters learn of the cleric's efforts and attempt to help him. Most likely, they come to Highport as part of a rescue mission instigated from somewhere else, such as at the conclusion of the A0 Danger at Dark Shelf Quarry module. I will now be discussing the adventure itself, and this video will contain spoilers, so you have been warned. I would suggest not to watch the rest of this video unless you are a Dungeon Master who will be running this adventure for your players, or are a player who already played through this adventure and are watching this video for nostalgia purposes. Well, there is not much to spoil. The characters are directed by Mikaro to a location just outside the city along the coast to a sea cave entrance. Along the way, the party will encounter a few hazards. From there, the adventure is more or less a straightforward clear out the Dungeon of Monsters quest, where the dungeon is filled with the following monsters: giant crabs, hippogriffs, a giant eel, a stingray, sturges, troglodytes, a water weird, giant beetles, a shrieker, centipedes, and giant ants, skeletons, a wraith, and others. Once cleared out, the DM could introduce further quests and adventures, such as escorting the freed slaves through the escape route with some unexpected encounters thrown in, a prison break, daring rescues of slaves still in the city, fending off orc patrols, and others. As far as linking this adventure to the A1 module, Mikaro will simply point them in the direction of an abandoned temple within Highport and tells them that he believes that the source of the slaving activity can be found somewhere within. As a possible plot hook, as a suggestion, Mikaro can be captured by the slave lords, providing the motivation for the party to go through the A-series modules to find and free him. Practically no treasure is added in the text of the adventure. Hence, the Dungeon Master may wish to add some gold and magic items to the encounters. Otherwise, your player characters may become very unhappy. The Dungeon Magazine issue number 221 is available for purchase on the Drive-Thru RPG website. Normally, I do not plan on reviewing adventures in issues of Dungeon Magazine, but because of how the Lowdown in Highport adventure ties within the A series, I thought it worth discussing. Thank you for watching. Hope this video has been informative and entertaining. I love many types of role-playing games, especially Dungeons & Dragons. This includes my wayward love for computer role-playing games such as Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, the first two Dragon Age games, Baldur's Gate, and many others. In the foreseeable future, For this channel, I plan on continuing to review D&D modules in more or less alphabetical order of their mod codes. Till next time, this is RPGmodsFan saying cheers, have a good day, and goodbye.